A very warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for joining our Homeopathy 24/7 podcast. We are going to be speaking to an array of international guests who will share their knowledge and experiences of homeopathy with you. We will discuss all types of subjects such as remedies, symptoms, and stories of health. No matter where you are with your homeopathic journey, we aim to inspire you on your quest to natural health and living. The podcast is brought to you by Mary Greensmith, the founder of Homeopathy 24/7, which is a global platform connecting you with a homeopath wherever you are in the world, 24 hours a day. So let's get started with today's chat. Please welcome Mary Greensmith.
Thank you very much for joining me today. It is really exciting to be able to tell you about our foundation courses that we are creating to help you learn more about homeopathy. What we want to do is put all of the information together that we are continually talking to you about. So the principles of homeopathy, why we need to collect the symptoms that we do, and of course, putting it all together so that you are able to have a good homeopathic first aid kit in your house and have the knowledge, understanding, and confidence to be able to use it. Our courses are created to give you more confidence prescribing homeopathy for yourself and your family. We have created courses that are introductory courses, that are weekly courses, that are courses if you've got cats or dogs or babies, and we're creating more and more just so that you've got the information so that you know where to go when you need that extra help. Because of course you're not going to remember everything that you come across as you're reading. You're not going to remember everything that you read when you need it, when something happens and you're in the crux of the moment, you need to have somewhere to go to. So we make sure that our courses not only have videos for you, they also have downloads for you to print off and create your own homeopathic materia medica and information book, so that when you are looking for a remedy, you've got your own book to go for as a reference. In actual fact, the access to the courses lasts for as long as you want, so you can take as long as you want to do the courses. You can come back to the information again and again. You can access it on your computer, on your iPad, and on your iPhone. And of course, you can download the information and have it in a printed copy as well. We're trying to make it so that you learn more, so that you retain more and become more confident. We understand that once you start learning about homeopathy, there's so much more to know, and there's so much more that you want reference to. So we're just adding that information as we are putting it together, working with you guys, talking to you in the Facebook groups, answering your questions and understanding where you're coming from on your homeopathic journey. What we really like is the feedback that you give us in the courses, asking us questions and telling us what you'd like to know more about, and just understanding that in-depth solution so that you have a much broader understanding of homeopathy as a whole. And I find that this is really important because not only is homeopathy good for acute situations, it's also good for improving chronic health as well. Now, obviously, working with a homeopath will work in different areas. They will use different prescribing methods, but it's much better if you understand that, understand why, and understand what information is difficult for you to bring out in your cases. Because all of that information together helps you get better results from your first aid prescribing. So it's all really, really important learning. I look forward to hearing your feedback and seeing you inside some of our courses. We'll put the links below so that you can have a look through and see where you'd like to start. I thought what I could do is take you through one of our courses, Homeopathy at Home, and just explain the content to you. Now, this course is quite a large course. It is a 6-month course. It comes through in 26 weeks. And I'm going to explain what's in the course and what you're going to get out of it. I'm just going to run you through our Homeopathy at Home course. This is a 6-month starter course for people wanting to know how to use homeopathy for those first aid requirements for their family and themselves, and maybe even for their pets as well. So it is my intention just to help you understand how homeopathy works and which remedies to have in your first aid kit so that you're well prepared for all eventualities where you would normally use your first aid kit in your house. The great thing about homeopathy is that it's a natural medicine and that it's made from plants, it's made from minerals, and it's completely sustainable medicine. The medicine doesn't cost a lot of money, but the medicine is not an easy medicine to learn. And the reason for that is because it is not one remedy for one symptom. So the way that we prescribe homeopathy is very different than mainstream medicine. And that's why it needs quite a lot of information if you're going to use it for yourself and your family. Now, the great thing about homeopathy is that it's not tested on animals. It's actually tested on humans that are well. It's been used for over 250 years, and it's been extremely well documented. There are homeopaths all over the world treating millions and millions of people. But the great thing about homeopathy is that it gives you the opportunity to take back responsibility for your own health. Because as you start using homeopathy, you will find that your general health improves as well. Of course, homeopathy is not instead of mainstream medicine. In fact, it's a complementary medicine, which means it can be used alongside other medications, and it doesn't interact with other medications. This is because homeopathy is so diluted that there is none of the original product in the medicine itself. The actual energy of the medicine comes from the process where it's made, where the remedy is succussed and energy flows through effectively from the original substance into the water that coats the pilules. And we explain all of this in the course so that you can understand why it is different and why it is so important to understand all of the symptoms before you give a homeopathic remedy. In fact, let me talk you through some of the things that are in this course so that you know what to expect. This course is a 26-week course, and it starts with a general introduction about homeopathy and where those initial principles came from. It gets you straight away into which remedies to have for injuries and wounds, and gives you prescribing examples and a worksheet to practice as well. As we go on into week 2, we talk more about the remedies and about your first aid kit and how to set up your homeopathy first aid when you're using it at home. Then we go on and discuss how to collect the symptoms, what the symptoms mean, how to interpret your symptoms, and what you actually need in order to find a suitable remedy. We then go on and discuss potency, that's the strength of the remedy, and also dose, when to repeat a remedy, when to wait and see if your body happens. Now, the interesting thing about homeopathy is it works as a catalyst to stimulate your own self-healing system. So the remedy itself doesn't heal you. The remedy is just stimulating your own self-healing. And this is why it's so important just to understand what's happening and why it is so different than other medicine forms. In week 5, we go on and talk about how does a remedy work and what to expect when you give a remedy. We go on then and learn about different ways of gathering information and things that might stop healing taking place. What might be the maintaining causes that are preventing your body from healing? We then split up into digestive systems and we talk about nausea, sickness, diarrhea, constipation. We go on and do a whole series of case studies to read, to get examples, and also to practice yourself. We go on then, we study hormones, we look at headaches, we look at cycles, we look at the patterns that occur with your health so that you can understand why things might be happening, because it's not all about the symptoms that you've got now. There's a lot of information that we need to gather from the cycles of your health over the years. So we explain that so that you understand which remedies are going to be really important for you. We go on and describe the different prescribing methodologies that you will encounter when you work with a homeopath, so you understand the different support and the depth that homeopathy goes to. Going back to those first aid physical symptoms, we talk about ears, eyes, teeth. We talk about bones. We talk about joints. We talk about coughs, colds, sore throats. We talk about the endocrine system. We talk about hormones. Obviously, we talk about the female cycle. We talk about menopause. We talk about going into puberty. We also talk quite a lot about stress and anxiety and how that interacts with your health, and also what to consider with your homeopathic remedies. We look at skin issues. We look at lots of different skin symptoms. And we look at your inherited susceptibility, so where those symptoms might have originated and why you might want to know a little bit more about their history for long-term support and health. We talk about allergies. We talk about lifestyle changes. We talk about diet, energy, and sleep. There are lots of other topics that are included in this course, and I'm sure you get the idea that it's giving you the foundation that you need to understand why homeopathy is going to help your health and how you can use it alongside your normal health medications and your normal health regimes. Click through and look through the syllabus for yourself and know that this information can only help improve your health and that of your family. Enjoy the homeopathic journey, because once you start on this learning, it's just like being a detective and there's so much more that you want to know. This is a great foundation. Speak to you soon. I hope you found that useful today, and I hope you enjoy looking through the courses that we are putting together and putting out there for you. Now, next week, I will be talking to Dr. Varsha M. Karana about the book that she has just published. It's a collection of everything that she's been doing over the last 20 years. It's the combination of materia medica information as well as repertory information. So it's going to be a really useful reference book. It is a homeopathic book that is going to be used a lot by homeopaths, and it might also be interesting for you as well, understanding the type of information that homeopaths are collecting as they're working. I look forward to seeing you there next week. Take care.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode and look forward to listening to our next one. Please don't forget to follow our podcast on your chosen channel, and please do leave us a review so we can continue to share homeopathy with as many people as possible. If you do have any questions, please do reach out to us on any of our social platforms mentioned in the show notes. We at Homeopathy 24/7 hope to empower you on your natural health journey.